Warning, this is not intended for one hater, but all haters. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters.
Call it my battleground. I'm on that center stage where suckers be talking that, but not to my face. Making major moves while them haters booze. Nothing no harder you shine. You know them haters come by the dozen. All them haters that be talking about us, they be hating on our grind, cause you know we coming up. We be spending all the time on these rhymes and the clubs. You can't steal my shine, cause I'm prime, never mind. Cause fame and fortune be the only notion for them haters. Do many years in the game. And when Moshe blows up.
Warning.
Yeah, you're so fine and you're all mine. I just want everyone to know. I'll tell the world, yeah. I'll tell the world. I just want everyone to know.
What's going on, everybody? There, you can see me now. You can see me now. What's going on? Welcome. Happy February the 3rd. What is going on? I'm back in the office. I seen some haters were posting on the YouTube channel when I was on vacation. Not going to be seeing Kyle anymore. Not going to be hearing from him. He took your fucking money and ran. Yet I took everybody 3-0 that was on my personal plays that day. We were on a heater. We're still on a heater. But anyways, haters are going to hate. The man took a vacation. And, woo! Let me tell you, it was fucking nice. I know you guys get to take more vacations than me, some of you. My vacations are always working vacations. Even though I didn't have cell phone signal or fucking Wi-Fi. Hell, I actually had 4 TV channels and they were all blurry. Literally all blurry. I felt like I was 10 trying to watch scrambled porn back in the 80s. But even though all of that was going down, I still somehow managed to find the time to break down the games for my clients and deliver winning day after winning day after winning day. So congrats to everybody, including the haters. But I will tell you, it was very nice to have a getaway with no cell phone signal, no Wi-Fi. It was fucking nice. Real nice. I'm jealous of people that get to do that more often, and I think I need to as well. Speaking of trips, my annual Lake Havasu trip is coming up. You guys know, every week before the Super Bowl, sometimes even during the Super Bowl, I spend it in Lake Havasu. This year, the Super Bowl is at Mi Casa. If you guys are in town, maybe I'll give you an invite. But if you're not, well, too fucking bad. But no, I'll be back for Super Bowl. But I'm going to be in Lake Havasu from sometime on Sunday, probably early Sunday morning until Friday evening of next week. And then I have the big daddy-daughter dance with my 6-year-old at her school on Saturday evening. And then we get the Super Bowl a week from Sunday. And let me fucking tell you, I love what we're going to be doing for Super Bowl and for the Super Bowl package and the prop package and all of that. We always do a huge Super Bowl package. We always have a lot of fun doing that. If you have never been a part of it, this is the year that you want to be a part of it. And we're going to make it a good time. All righty. So, today's plan of action. Shane says, I knew you'd be back. Maybe you could let us know. I actually let everybody know. I let everybody know for 5 straight days in the live shows. 5 straight days in the live shows and 5 straight live videos, as well as 5 daily free play videos. It was even emailed from the company that I was out as well. So if you guys get our emails, it was emailed as well that I was out of town, but anybody that signed up for my personal plays got my personal plays directly from me. I drove into town or sometimes just up the mountain enough just to get enough cell phone signal. But I did let everybody know, just like I'm letting you guys all know now. So come Tuesday, and you're like, you're not in the office. You fucking didn't tell us. I'm telling you now. From Sunday until the following Friday, I will be in Lake Havasu City. Spring breaking it up. No, we got a big fishing event there. The annual one, the one that I always go to. The one that I'm always at every year. We'll probably do a live show from the water. We always do it at Lake Havasu. Always seem to do a live show from the water there. I never catch shit. And I heard the bite is absolutely insanely tough. They had like 60-mile-an-hour winds yesterday, and then all of a sudden today it's a cold snap down into 39 degrees. Arizona, 39 degrees. What the fuck? I don't live here for the cold. If I wanted to be in the cold, I'd go join Shane up in the tundra. Bear with me. I'm trying to log into everything. That way we can get our breakdowns rolling. Yeah, I always announce it when I'm going to be out of town. Hold on one second, guys. I get nervous when I see something from the sheriff's office in my email, and it's just to let me know of it's my old address, thank God. Damn. That good old sex offender registry list. Good thing it ain't my neighborhood anymore. Give me 1 second, folks. We're popping up everything. Rich says, come to Canada for the cold. Stay because of the blizzards. Stay because of the cold beer, maybe. Give me 1 second, folks. Shane says, crazy weather going on. Yeah, you guys definitely got some crazy weather. There's crazy weather going on everywhere. From blizzards to ice storms in Louisiana. To the cold here. All the way around. But anyways, definitely some great college basketball the last few days. I had Drake yesterday. We're going to take a look at some college hoops this morning. And see what we can come up with. It's going to be a short little live show today. We're going to jump up into it hardcore tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun. Tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so I'm just logging into everything. We're going to take a look at some matchups and whatnot and see what we can do. Alrighty. Mr. Grover, thanks for jumping on board 3 days of my personal, 3 more days of my personal plays. Alan as well, thanks for jumping on board 3 days of my personal plays. We've been red hot. Brandon, I know you jumped on him yesterday. Glad to have you on board as well. How do you see premiums on the website? You log in. Your account is not negative. You do this every single time you sign up. So I don't know why you're bringing it here thinking that anything's going to change. Magically, you're the only one who ever has the losing experience every single time. We've already went over this. Time and time and time again. And it's no different every single time that you sign up. But you forget about your Sunday guarantee winner, Saturday, the whole works. And it's not just my bets because I've been on a tear. And everybody else can attest to that one. But again, we've already went over this by text message multiple times. Literally every single time you sign up for a package and it's time for you to renew. But anyways. Back to the breakdowns because I know that's what most of you guys are here. Alan, love having you back. There you are, brother. All right, so in no particular order, we're going to take a look at some games, and we're going to gander at some. We're going to take a look at UCLA and Arizona. That should be a good matchup right there on ESPN. Ooh, getting the ESPN time slot. If you guys are not familiar, Arizona didn't just lose to UCLA in LA. They got slaughtered in LA. They lost 75-59. They got a beat down. Arizona, the Wildcats have only had 2 losses all year long. One was a 4-point loss on the road to Tennessee, and then they're beat down by UCLA. UCLA, on the other hand, again, still 16-2. Their only 2 losses come by a smoking beatdown on a neutral site court by Gonzaga, losing by 20. Alonzo, what's going on, brother? Thank you. Glad to have you on board for the year as well. Glad to see you took advantage of that 1-year package. Glad to have you on board. As well as a overtime 3-point loss on their own home court, which was their only home court loss of the year, was to Oregon. What to expect today? So since they dismantled Arizona, they still beat Cal 81-57, and they've been on a roll. They beat Stanford by 21. They haven't been just winning, they've been blowing teams out, although Utah on the road was a close game. Can the Wildcats, who have bounced back, they played Arizona State and they beat them 67-56 at home, travel to their own home court? So there's no traveling today, folks. They get UCLA on their own home court. Can they have a big bounce back? Can they get that big bounce back against 16-2 UCLA? We're going to take a gander. All right, we're going to take a gander. Conference play, in Pac-12 conference play, UCLA 8-1, Arizona 7-1. Hold on one second, folks. Hold on one second, folks. All right. One of these two teams is going to walk away with a second conference loss. When you start dabbling into the numbers and you start taking a look at the overall all-season big picture numbers, you see that the numbers and the rankings are very similar. You got UCLA ranked 17th on offense in Division I. Arizona, 13. The Pac-12, believe it or not, Arizona still has the number one ranked offense to UCLA's fourth ranked. The defense, overall, all season long, UCLA's defense comes in ranked 9th. Arizona's comes in ranked 7th. Pac-12 conference play, Arizona's ranked 2nd. UCLA's ranked 3rd with conference play only numbers. Overall, we get the Bruins hitting 51.6% from the field. Arizona hitting 54.2%. UCLA turning the ball over a Pac-12 least at 14%. Arizona comes in giving up the ball 19.3% of the time. Offensive rebounds, definitely advantage Arizona. Definitely advantage Arizona. They're averaging 36.6% of all their rebounds are offensive rebounds compared to the 31.4% for UCLA, which is still a fantastic number, 90th overall in Division I. However, they come in last in the Pac-12. Well, near last in the Pac-12. When it comes to shooting, UCLA knocking down 35.4% of all their three balls, 33.1% for Arizona. Converting all those two-point plays, it's something the Wildcats do phenomenally. 8th best stat in the entire country at 56.9%, 6% higher than the 50.9% of the Bruins. Bruins knocking down just 71.8% of their free throws and 73.3% for Arizona. Two-foul participation, nearly the same, 15%, 19%. 15% for Arizona, 19% for UCLA. So a slight smidge of an advantage, not much to really factor into anything. Over an inch and a quarter height advantage for every kid coming out of Arizona. So they get the height factor. Going to the bench, both go to the bench for over 30% of their total minutes played. Experience level as far as time on the team, definite advantage for UCLA as Arizona turn them and burn them, baby. Point distribution, even here, very similar numbers. You know, both teams relying on the three ball for 28% of their total points. 53.7% of all the, total points by Arizona are, of a 2-point play. 0.3% more is where UCLA is at 54%. Both are relying on the free throw for 17 or 18% of their total points. These numbers are very, very, very similar. Now, you got to flip the script. They're no longer in LA. They're no longer at Pauley Pavilion. They're sitting there in Arizona on the road where they're going to have a tough battle. Now, they've played some road games. They played Cal on the road. They beat them 60-52. They beat Marquette by 11 on the road, beat them 67-56. They beat UNLV, which was a gimme game, beat them by 22 on the road. They had a neutral site loss to Gonzaga where they lost by 20. Other than that, they've had road games against Utah, which they barely escaped. They beat them by 5. And then they had a road game against Colorado, who they beat by 6 on the road. Road games, not the best. Road games, not the best output. What to expect in today's game? I think it's going to be imperative that Arizona bounces back. They were embarrassed on the road, and I think they're definitely going to come back looking for a vengeance. The better team overall on paper is Arizona. UCLA got the best of them in the first matchup. When you take a look at last year between these two teams, they beat Arizona at home, UCLA did, and they beat them by 14. They also beat them on the road by 5. Now, the line on this game should keep the action, betting action, very close. Now, I thought about betting this one, but I don't have anything on this one yet. A lot of those big marquee matchups, I don't have to bet. You know, they're on ESPN because they're going to draw a lot of action. They're going to draw a lot of people. It's going to get a lot of sportsbook action because it's on ESPN. I think there's definitely a lot better markets to go put your money on than this primetime matchup. But if you guys forced me, UCLA is catching 6.5. If you guys forced me, I would definitely throw something on UCLA. Now, they beat them twice last year. Beat them already once this year. Arizona is definitely going to be out looking to settle a score. Does it happen? My money would be on Arizona if you guys made me. If you guys made me, not on Arizona, on UCLA. I'd be fading Arizona if you guys made me choose. Okay, there you have it. All right, we're only going to get through 2 or 3, or probably 3 of these. So, see what we can come up with. Alrighty, so the next one on the docket for us, and again, these are in no particular order. It's not because I like it or I don't like it. I think there's value in some of these plays. We're going to take a look at San Francisco and BYU. BYU at home. This one will be another televised game, CBS Sports Network at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. The late night action junkie special nearly. Edward said same reason that he stayed away. Very nice. First of all, the line on this one, San Francisco comes in plus 1.5 minus 105. So you can get them at plus 2 minus $1.15. BYU laying 1.5 minus $1.15 or minus 125 on the money line. We get the Cougars out of BYU. They're 17-6. They're coming off 2 straight losses, guys. They lost to Pacific 76-73, and they lost to Santa Clara 77-76. Now, they did have a 2-point victory on the road against San Francisco not long ago, January 15th, just a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. They're both their last 2 losses against Pacific and Santa Clara, both on the road. They're now 5-3 in conference play. You get San Francisco, who's 17-5 on the year. 4-3 in conference play. They've won 2 out of their last 5 games with wins over Santa Clara, who they won by 3 at home, and Pepperdine on the road, who they smoked by almost 30. They've got losses to St. Mary's, Gonzaga, and BYU. Hold on one second, folks. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Man, Wells Fargo has stepped up their fraud detection because let me tell you, make any purchase on Wells Fargo now, they're like, fraud alert. But anyways, San Francisco, no doubt struggling. Both of these teams struggling. With BYU losing 2 straight, San Francisco losing 3 out of their last 5. When you start taking a look at the matchup, the side-by-side comparison, you'll see that BYU's got the 52nd ranked offense based on adjusted efficiencies. San Francisco comes in at 63. Defenses are pitted very similar as well, 30th and 32nd in favor of BYU, not by much. When it comes to offensive shooting, you get San Francisco knocking down nearly 54% from the field, 53.9 compared to the 50.8 for BYU. San Francisco hits 34.6% from out deep, 35.1 for BYU. Converting those 2-point plays. This is where San Francisco definitely has a good advantage. They have the 20th best stat in the entire country, knocking down 55.5% of all their 2-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. Just 49.8% for BYU, which puts them in the middle of the Division I average. Free throw shooting. Believe it or not, this is where San Francisco struggles. All right, this is where they struggle. Now, conference play numbers, where they're 4-3 in conference play, they've picked it up to 73.4%. However, all season long, they're averaging just 68.6% free throw shooting from the charity stripe. BYU, on the other hand, 74.9%. It dropped a percent in conference play down to 73.9%, but still great numbers from the charity stripe for BYU. 2 foul participation, major advantage for BYU. They're in it just 8.8% of the time. San Francisco's in it 43.9% of the time. So, get this board because the board went haywire during a members only video that I was filming. Give me 1 second, folks. All right. So, moving on over to the board. We're going to put something up there for you guys. Ronald, my brother, what's going on, man? See, you guys are slipping because I let everybody know in daily free play videos and live shows leading up to my vacation that I was going on vacation, very likely was not going to have cell phone signal. So I love you guys all to death. But next time, I'm going to fly a banner. Free play. Right there on the board. And there's a glare. Hold on 1 second. We'll get rid of that glare. Woo! BYU money line. BYU money line. There she is, folks. Remember, we're all grown adults. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, all right? Nobody's putting no gun to your head and making you bet. By the way, if you haven't already done so, get off your lazy rears and hit that big thumbs up button. We greatly appreciate it when you do. Helps us out, get the videos trending in the right direction, etc., etc., etc. So if you haven't done so, please do that. Hit that thumbs up button. We greatly appreciate it when you do. Alrighty. So, moving along. See if we can't nab another one for victory for us. Just going down the list. Looking at one that should be fun to break down. Edward says, if you put it on the board, it's like putting a gun to us, right? Alrighty, so the next one. We're going to take a look at the Late Night Action Junkie special, another 10 p.m. Eastern Time game. Pac-12 special. Oregon at Colorado. A place that is not the easiest for teams to just come in and play. Why? Because of that altitude. There is a reason why Colorado gets the home court ranking that they do. Home court advantage, number 1 in all of Division I with a score of 4.7 for the CU Event Center. Holds 11,064 screaming Colorado fans. It's only the 68th largest. However, it gets the number 1 ranking as the toughest place to play. Why? Altitude. Altitude of 5,400 feet. No, it's not the 7,000 feet of Air Force. It is only the 5th highest elevation place to play, but when you factor everything 4 and you take into consideration the last 70 home and road conference game values and you factor it all in, Colorado becomes the toughest place to play. Popping up the line. Popping up the line on this one. Oregon comes in lane 2.5 minus $1.10. Colorado plus 2.5. Minus 138 on the money line for Oregon, plus money at plus 118. For the Buffaloes out of Colorado. By the way, they've already beat them. They beat them by 4 points in Oregon. I was on the wrong side of that game on Tuesday the 25th. Oregon let us down. However, the Buffaloes have lost 5 out of their last 7 games, 4 out of their last 5. Their only win out of the last 5 games since their win over Arizona State on January 15th, they've played 5 games. Their only win came against Oregon. And since December 21st, when they played Pepperdine, Oregon, that is, and they beat them by 9, their only loss in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games was Colorado losing by 4 at home. To say Oregon's going to be coming in pissed off, looking for a vengeance, is an understatement. If they miss early, watch out. It could be bad for them. However, Oregon is no slouch for playing on the road. However, they've had a lot of inconsistencies at the beginning of the season. However, they seem to, after losing their first 2 conference play games, seem to have it ironed out. Excuse me, for the most part. Ronald, yeah, I believe UFC is this weekend. Absolutely believe UFC is this weekend. But when you start comparing them side by side, there is no comparing these 2 offenses. You get a top 25 ranked offense in Oregon. You get a middle of the pack offense of the Buffaloes. When it comes to the defense, advantage Colorado. Colorado plays a very tough style of defense. Colorado's defense has been very efficient, especially on their own home court at the CU Event Center. You get Oregon knocking down nearly 54% from the field at 53.9%. This is where Colorado struggles, 48.6%. They're horrible in the shooting department other than their 3-ball. They're going to live and die by that 3 and that free throw. They knock down 34% of all their 3-balls. They struggle converting all their 2-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk at just 47.5%. Quality free throw number at 74.3%. Ronald, I love it, brother. I love it. Frozen screen, but I got my good side. When you take a look at Oregon, guys, they hit 36.3% from out deep. It goes up even more in conference play. They're the number 1 3-ball shooting team, as well as shooting team overall in the Pac-12, knocking down 36.5%. They knock down 53.6% of all their 2-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk, and that number's up into the 54 range in conference play. Now, they struggle from the charity stripe. In conference play alone, it's gone up 2.5%, to a whopping measly 65.7%. So Oregon definitely struggling from the charity stripe. Two-foul participation, advantage Colorado. Colorado's in it 10% of the time. Oregon in it 28%. Not a huge difference, not a big factor, but it could definitely play to Oregon's advantage for a couple of minutes in the end of the first half if it does become an issue. Both go to the bench for nearly 30% of the total minutes played by bench personnel. Oregon's going to live and die by that three ball for nearly a third of their total points. We know they're going to miss free throws. It's just a fact. It's just what Oregon does. Now, we've already said this. Going to play in Colorado is a tough place to play. Now, Oregon winning in Colorado. That just doesn't happen. Just doesn't happen. At least not very often. Now, like ever, very often. I mean, they beat them in 17. They didn't play at home in 18, but they beat them on the road. They have had Oregon's number. Colorado has been their nemesis for years upon years upon years upon years. As far as this matchup goes, history tends to repeat itself. Colorado's got that on their side. William tuning in via text. Oh yeah, Edward. Huge road versus home stats. But I think Oregon will play well enough to get the job done. But if I was going to do anything with Oregon, because it's Colorado. Oh, man. Excuse me, I'm yawning this morning. If I was going to play Oregon, it would be on the money line. If I was going to play Oregon, it would be on the money line. But I like the BYU play that's on the board a lot more than any of the other games that I sided with UCLA plus the points or Oregon money line. BYU money line is what I'm playing. On top of my personal plays and the premium plays. So take that into consideration when you are making your wagers today. But short little live show. I just wanted to come live and say, hey, I'm alive. I told you guys I was going on vacation. And I told you when I'd be back. But we're here. And we're glad to be back. Glad to be back, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And we'll be live tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm expecting us to go live a little later in the afternoon. I'm expecting it at 1 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, folks. I'm expecting live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I'll announce that. I'll film the video tonight, and we'll put it out there. By the way, there is a members-only video out there. There is a members-only video that is out there. So if you're on YouTube exclusive access, don't miss out. There is a members-only video out there. And there should be content coming out the rest of the week as well for members only. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Glad to be back. And by the way, again, public service announcement. I will be gone from Sunday to Friday, but don't worry, I have cell phone signal and Wi-Fi. Live shows, everything as normal. All right, folks. That is what I have for today. Let's all have a good day today. Light day today on the games. There might be a lot of games on the board. Doesn't mean that I'm going to be hammering them all. So keep that into consideration, all right, folks? And yes, as Jesus said, hit that thumbs up button on your way out the door. All right, guys, let's all have a great day today. And we'll see you guys all live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I am absolutely pumped. And by the way, while I'm gone, we will have members only live on the water. Gone fishing with Kyle Johnson today is back, baby. We will be on the water of Lake Havasu with a guaranteed live show on the water. We always have fun doing that, so we'll have fun with that. But yes, I might be gone, but daily videos, all of that will be commencing and happening while I'm gone because it's Lake Havasu. It happens every year. Same trip every year at Lake Havasu. All right, guys, good luck, everybody. We'll see you guys all live tomorrow. And if you're on members, don't miss out. Go get the members play.